guys, Swisher Family Farm, and I got a tip for you guys, something to help you out. Them pesky birds, squirrels, and rabbits. Are you having problems in your garden? Well, we did it first, but I went with an old school method that seems to work, and we haven't had any more problems. Even down in our back 40, which is, you saw in a previous video that Amy released. If not, check it out. I'll tell you, you know, the old timers knew what they were doing, and you had to do with what you had. You didn't have a lot of, you know, who wants to set up a million traps to catch rabbits and squirrels? And, you know, I really don't want to bring my 22 out here and start shooting at squirrels in my garden. So I had to do some research, and I did some research. Now, this is not my idea. This is an idea that has been used for years. From what I understand, my mom did it, and from what I understand, my uncles did it. Pretty much everybody in my family has done it. So what I want to talk about today is talk about getting rid of those pesky birds and squirrels and rabbits that are messing with your garden and eating some of your tomatoes or going after some of your squash or your zucchinis, and a way to get them to stay away once and for all. Now, this has worked for me. I hope it works for you. And if it does, please come back, leave us the thing in the comments. But now you got to give this a chance. You can't just go and have one day and then come back and say, oh, it didn't do nothing. This takes time. Now, what I have found out is that, you know, gardening is not an easy thing. Keeping up with our tomatoes is not an easy thing. All the work that we do on the homestead is not easy. It's all hard labor. But it's a labor of love. I mean, we've got so much time put into our garden, and some of you might see the garden in Amy's video that has some bare spots. Well, those are things that have already had their time that we have taken out. They've either bolted and they've gone to seed, and we're getting them set up for our next planting, which is in the fall. I am going to do a video on our seedlings that we planted for the fall, and we're going to talk about seeds. We're going to talk about companies that sell seeds. We're going to talk about the companies and the trials and tribulations of the seeds, and what we have gotten that worked and what we have gotten that hasn't worked. That's a whole nother video. But in this video, let's get rid of those pests. So what I ended up doing is I ended up trying to look at, yes, of course, Walmart, which you can never, they're always out of stuff. And we just recently found out, I think it was Sunday, yeah, it was Sunday that we took off and went to Walmart, and they finally had them. But I went on Amazon and I ordered them on Amazon because I need them right away. We need to take care of this problem we got right now. And man, I can't get this guy to stay away from me. He's just having a field day. Anyway, so we're going to talk about tinfoil pie pans. Good old tinfoil. You know, who would ever think a tinfoil pie pan would keep animals away? Well, let me tell you. One, they're super ultra light, so when the wind hits them and moves them, they smack up against the fence line, or they smack up against two, which if you're doing, and back to E garden, which is a ground planting garden, you're going to want to take two of these and put them back to back. And you can either put them on a T-post, you can put them on a stick, whatever. And what happens is when the wind blows, they smack together, and that noise scares off the birds. It scares off the rabbits, the squirrels. They won't even come around. Now I put four of these setups in my perimeter of my garden, my whole entire raised bed garden. And we also put six more doubles on our T-posts down in our back 40, and it has worked. These have kept the squirrels and the rabbits and the birds away. They don't like this. Plus it gives a little bit of a flashiness. Let's see if I can get to the sun. Yeah, you can't really see but yeah, in the sun they throw off a glare, and they don't like the glare either. But these work. Now there is a downside to this. I used some either hay bale string, or I'll use some natural hemp string, and what I'll do is I'll poke a hole through the top and I'll tie it on, and then I'll tie it on to wherever I have it. Now if you get a bad windstorm, unfortunately they will rip. As you can see, this one did rip. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put another hole here and tie it back up and let it do its job. These work. These really work. And for, you know, for what you go out and you're buying traps and you're doing all this, this was a $6 fix. $6. So I suggest go out and get yourself some pie pans, get yourself some baler's twine, or get yourself some hemp string. Tie these up, test it out, see if it works. I'm telling you, it's absolutely kind of amazing how well it does work. You know, that wasp just does not want to leave me alone. I'm gonna get ready. It might be his fate. So at that point, guys, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that thumbs up button, and tell your friends about us. We really appreciate all of our new subscribers. We are really going up there fast. We are so amazed and so blessed by God to have you be part of the Swisher Family Homestead / Farm. And don't forget, check out our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is the Swisher Family Farm. We've got about, I don't know, we got a lot of followers on that right now. And I post a lot of recipes and stuff. And we are going to start doing some recipes here very shortly. It's just, I've had a lot of things going on with family and personal stuff that we really haven't been able to focus that well on that. But we are getting there. So at that point, guys, don't forget, go out and get yourself some pie pans and some twine. Hang them up on your garden. See what it can do for you. At that point, God bless. We love you. Faith, family, and freedom is what we're about. Take care.